right, this week we're going to start really jumping into using some social media platforms. And what we're going to start with is Facebook. And the reason why is because Facebook has a really robust marketing and advertising program that you can work with, and you can use it to learn. What I want you to do is start a Facebook business page, but to do that, you also have to set up a personal page if you don't have one yet. So here we are. We're going to talk about marketing with Facebook. So let's talk about setting up a Facebook business account, because that's what I want you to do for part A of this week. So let me open this up a little wider. So actually, since it's Tuesday, you can have till Friday to get this done, since yesterday was a holiday. And I have a video on shows you how to set up your Facebook business page, so that's helpful. And so again, the project activity is to create a Facebook page for the business you've chosen to start, or an existing business you have. And if you go back to Module 4, you'll see that there's a discussion that has a spot for you to put the name of your business you're working with this time, and a couple paragraphs explaining what kind of business it is and everything, and what you do there. That was part of the assignment. I think it's due tonight. So to set up your page, once you get past the creating your personal page, you need a cover. That's the image at the top of the page, and it has a couple different sizes, but usually if you set up this size, or somewhere in between there, it'll work on both of them. And when you're setting this up, you can set it to private until you're ready to go public, but it's got to be public so I can see it and grade it. So you'll need to have it set that way by Friday. So once you've created your business page, you need to fill out the About section, which there's kind of a story area. You need to say more about yourself, the business, explain it. Whatever you told me in exercise 4B, explain to the people who are going to look at your Facebook page what your business is about. And it kind of helps them decide whether they should use it. Make sure and use the cover photo. I gave you information up above. And you can upload a profile picture. That's over here, because you'll have a banner here, and then the profile or icon will be right here. So if you have a logo, you can put it in there, and it's a round area, so you have to figure out how to make your logo fit in it so it looks good. You may have to adjust your logo to fit in there. Or if you're using a picture of yourself because you're the face of the business, you can put that in there. I also want you to try adding a button to the page, like if you have a link to your website, you can add a buy now. If you have information somewhere else on where they can buy things, they have a whole list of things you can do to add. And then I want you to put your Facebook URL. That's that address that's like up here, right? And in the browser window address. So you want to give me that, and don't just put facebook.com or something. It's got to have probably the name of your business, and it might have a bunch of numbers if you don't have a Facebook page set up already. If you do already have a Facebook business page, then I'd like you to create a new business page just to show me you can do it. And because it changes all the time, and it's a good thing to know, so you can kind of get into the flow of things change all the time. So I want you to set one of those up, and then let me know. And then I want you to do a little bit of extra work, just because you're not having to do the first part of the assignment, which is setting up the business page, because you already have one. So you'll do one, and then you can find some businesses that are similar again to your real business, and figure out how they're using Facebook, and if they use it effectively, and how often they're posting, because these are all things that it's important to know. And we've talked about design and everything. So did they set up their cover photo well? Are their call to actions correctly set up in your opinion? Can you think of ways they could use Facebook more effectively? because what you see that other people are doing, you can learn from, especially their mistakes. Why make the mistakes when someone else did it for you? And then you can go, wow, that's not going to work. So, so after, like I said, reviewing their use, think of ways you could use Facebook better. And the one thing that's really cool about a lot of people like Instagram, right? And you can roll your content over from Instagram to Facebook. So if you're not that hot on Facebook, it's still another place you can reach out and market without putting a lot of effort into it. But we'll do some more stuff next week, learning how to use it really well. So again, this will be due on Friday. So I will change these dates so they say Friday instead of Thursday. So hope you had a good weekend.